Myanmar has long been plagued by internal conflicts, but the latest flashpoint is one of the most dangerous yet. Weeks of fighting between Myanmar military forces and ethnic Chinese rebels in the northeast province of Kokong have spilled over into China and sparked a diplomatic crisis. Beijing has accused a Myanmar aircraft of killing 5 people by dropping a bomb into Chinese territory, and a top Chinese military officer has threatened decisive action if there is a repeat. Myanmar has expressed deep sorrow for the incident, but has denied its air force was responsible. It says rebels might have staged the attack to cause misunderstanding between Beijing and the Myanmar capital of Naypyidaw. But China, already alarmed by a flood of tens of thousands of refugees who have fled over the frontier and into its territory because of the fighting, is still angry. It has been delivering stern warnings at the highest levels of politics.
我国政府、外交部、军方都向缅方做了严正的交涉。我们有责任，也有能力，坚决维护中缅边境的稳定，坚决保护我人民的生命和财产安全。
The dispute is an escalation of a long-running conflict between remnants of the former Communist Party of Burma, whose Chinese-backed guerrillas fought Myanmar's military junta until the late 1980s, and have become active again after a ceasefire between the two sides broke down in 2009. Naypyidaw claims Chinese mercenaries are fighting with the rebels, and it has asked Beijing to stop what it calls terrorists from launching attacks from Chinese territory. But Naypyidaw can ill afford to antagonize its giant neighbor, especially as Chinese companies are the dominant foreign investors in Myanmar. The generals from the Myanmar junta that gave power to a quasi-civilian government in 2011 were heavily reliant on Beijing during an era of Western sanctions. The Kokong fighting also highlights threats to Myanmar's stability as it approaches national elections expected at the end of the year, and billed as a decisive break from military dictatorship. Despite some progress in the past few years on cooling long-standing conflicts around the country between ethnic militias and the central government, efforts to secure Myanmar's first nationwide ceasefire since independence from Britain in 1948 have stalled as the elections approach. But all that can wait for now, as Naypyidaw deals with the immediate task of calming China, which has the power to make life very difficult for Myanmar at a very awkward time. Michael Peel, Financial Times, Bangkok.